Oh, thanks, Patrick. And tonight, after my big promotion, we're gonna party till we're purple.
Yeah, I love being purple.
It was impulsive. It was an impulsive decision. I've dyed my hair purple before, but like I feel like I didn't have it long enough to appreciate it, you know? So we're back to it. Today's video is boring. Okay. I'm sorry. Don't shoot the messenger, but it's just a life and channel update because I haven't made one in 10 months and there's been kind of an inconsistency in me posting a lot. And I feel the need to kind of make these types of videos to one, ask how you doing, is life okay? And two, to kind of update you on like I guess where I've been and maybe like why there's like a lack of consistency and whatnot else. So yeah, that's today's video. So I'm going to start this video off by saying this is going to be short. I promise. This is the type of video that I actually do keep my promises in the length of this video. It's going to be about 8 minutes just because, you know, it's what the title says. It's just a life and channel update. I'm going to talk about some pretty like small things that have been going on in my life that may or may have not have contributed to me having an inconsistency in posting, and also just checking up on you and seeing how you doing, you know. So I'll ask you guys first, like this is an actual conversation. Are you guys doing okay? How you been doing? Tell me. I'm gonna assume either life is kicking your butt or you're doing really well or you're somewhere in between. So just tell me down in the comment section, rate it 1 through 10, 1 being like, oh my dog Kelda is going awful here, and 10 being like, oh my gosh, I'm having the best time of my life, and then 5 being like, doesn't matter. Either feeling is valid. So I just want to know how you guys are doing and stuff because this is a community. We love it here and we want to make sure that we're all doing good emotionally, mentally, and like, you know, just in general. I want to know. For me, it may not seem like it because I'm smiling and whatnot else. Because that's just kind of how I operate in these videos, just to not feel awkward. But like for me, if I'm gonna be completely honest, it's not been muy bueno. Let's just say that. Life has been kind of kicking my butt lately. I'm going to put 2 gifs up that give you an idea of like what I'm talking about, because you know, big girl job, and just yeah, life's kicking my butt right now. I know these aren't like extraordinary excuses for why I haven't been posting and whatnot else, but it's kind of like I always say, I'm human, you human. Okay, we go through different things and we may not share them all the time, but just know I'm going through it a little bit. So that's kind of partially the reason. I feel like this is the same excuse it's the same explanation that I'm using for like my last 10-month video is I just, it's life be life, and sometimes, and you just get inconsistent, and by the time you post one video, suddenly 2 weeks go by, a month goes by, and you're like, oh my dog, I need to post. So that's numero uno reason why it's just life. It's life. And the second reason is I want to kind of talk about a little bit of the inconsistency in posting compared to last year. I know last year I like, even though I felt like I wasn't extremely consistent, I noticed that I had like I had more videos out than like I thought I would put out kind of in that time. I mean, like I started the channel like end of December of 2024, and then I just kind of started posting from there. And for some reason people find what I had to say interesting, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you. You know, and for a bit it felt really good. It felt like really good, like, and I did it from a place of being, I think, I don't want to say myself because I always try to be myself in these videos, but I want to say like it was more from a place of like, I'm posting because I want to post and I don't feel this innate pressure to like be good all the time, if you know what I mean. I'll describe it a little bit more. And when I say good, I don't mean in the sense of like just like editing and having like all these stimulating edits and flashes and stuff like that. Like I want to get better, obviously, but I can only do so much of what I have. That's never been that major concern of mine with these videos. For me, it's, you know, being the image of being a good YouTuber. And for some people, the image of being, not for some people, what the algorithm likes, and I'm pretty sure what majority of people know good YouTubers is to be known for something, right? Whether it's you're a gaming channel, you're a makeup channel, you're a commentary channel, you're a docu-series channel, you're a drama channel, like everybody kind of has like these themes, if that makes sense. And I haven't felt this pressure like before, like last year. Like I just kind of, I post what I want when I want, and that's still the message I want to kind of get across my channel, is just that. But typically with YouTubers, you notice there's like a certain theme and consistency with them posting all the time and posting about a certain topic, and like jumping on the bandwagon to talk about what's the most popular and whatnot else. And while I'm like so grateful for like the things that I've talked about and have just happened to, like, you know, like, I guess, get recognition and whatnot else, and have made people like see my videos, like, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for all that. As you know, I'm grateful for you guys and all the suggestions that you guys give me. And I don't want to like, I don't want to make it, I'm trying so hard, I don't want to make it sound like, you know, all of these suggestions, and at some point I don't have to maybe play, I guess, like a little bit into, you know, posting what people want me to post and like what's interesting to them. I mean, that's, you have to do it a little bit, talk about something that people are interested in a little bit, to, you know, get people to stay and, I guess, care about what you have to say. I guess compared to last year, I didn't feel, and posting, I didn't feel this innate pressure to be like a good YouTuber, right? Or like have a certain theme for like what I wanted to do on YouTube. It was just, it was three things. I knew I wanted to post. I knew that I had things to talk about, whether they were popular, unpopular, whatever. And three, if people happen to come along and see what I'm doing and maybe like what I'm doing and like what I talk about, then that's like an added bonus, you know? Like, I had kind of all three of those things. And this channel has kind of grown. It's grown a lot since posting that video. And again, I'm super grateful for it. But I always told myself I didn't know what this channel was gonna be. Like, it's gonna be, I always said it was gonna be a mixture of things, right? Like, because I'm into so many things, and I feel like humans in general are into so many different things. And I feel like it sucks to be like put into this like mold to like get maybe into the YouTube algorithm, even though that's not it. It's nice. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would be lying if I said I didn't enjoy it. But like, you know, it sucks that in order for your work to seem valuable, or like your videos or whatever you decide to do, your creative process, in order for it to seem valuable, you have to be consistent about stuff, and you have to talk about the most like popular things, right? And I think as human beings, we're into so many different things, like, and people can be like interested in different things. And I always thought the concept of like making separate channels for like talking about certain topics was a little bit silly, but also reserved for like major YouTubers, like we talking like PewDiePie's and Markipliers and whatnot else. Like, I always thought it was reserved for those people, you know, having a separate channel to talk about separate interests. And for me, when posting on social media, that's just never been a thing. I always found it stupid, and people would kind of like, you know, when you were like growing up and like you had like your Instagram and like people who followed you on Instagram and everything like that. People would like maybe get on you if you like posted too much or too little, or like you didn't post consistent things. Like, you know, it's just like headshots of you. They want to see headshots of you, not memes all the time and whatnot else, and the other parts of your personality. I always thought that was silly, and I never fit into that bubble. I always had 1,000 posts, and it was always random about different things. And like, I'm more than a one-trick pony. You get me? I can maybe serve face, and I can also talk about all the things that I'm interested in my room. Like, I can maybe serve face and like get into anime or video games or just different things, drawing, what you name it. But like, I always hated that dynamic of like, in order to garner an audience and in order for people to get to talk, like, to get them to care about what you care about, it has to be one thing. You have to be like a one-trick pony and talk about like one specific thing. And maybe you guys kind of get where I'm going with this now. Like, I want to be able to kind of be myself, my fullest, truest, authentic self. And when I post, I want to be able to post about something that maybe like maybe you guys care about, obviously, like, or maybe some people care about. But also, I care about, and then I can switch to talking about something else. And like I'm I'm not, I don't want to say people who have, obviously, for the majority of YouTube, people who have just specific channel themes, like that you like everybody's like a one trick pony and like every like a one dimensional person. I don't want to make it sound like that, but uh sometimes the reason sometimes people leave YouTube in general and like don't post anymore is feeling that like innate pressure to like make something that other people enjoy, so much so to the point where they won't enjoy it themselves, and they want to move on and like do other things and whatnot else. And then they feel like the solution is to like leave. And I'm not gonna sit here and make it sound like, oh, I'm the first person ever to do it. Like, no, I'm sure I'm not. um but I don't want that to be this channel a one trick thing. And if you've followed me, or I hate the subscribed. If you subscribed, I'm sorry, I think I'm thinking of other social networking platforms. If you subscribe to me with this intention, or like this idea that I am like because I've made like several videos maybe on like Nintendo, which is why I made the video that I did low key um 2 weeks ago, or I'm specifically talking like I'm solely talking about Sanrio, or I'm solely talking about like, fandom spaces and whatnot else, or like whatever I decide to post. It could be life. I talk about a lot of different issues here, and just a lot of different topics. If you've subbed for that reason specifically to me to talk about one thing and one thing only, oh, do I have some bad news for you? That's not my channel, and it's not me. And I hate to disappoint anybody who is like expected that of me. um and I obviously wouldn't blame anybody for like leaving, like, oh, get your dopamine rush where you can, like, whatever. If you want somebody to talk about a certain thing, obviously sub to people who talk about certain things. It's okay to like one video and then just not sub. Like, it's okay. But I'm just not that. I'm a multiple trick pony. I like video games. I like Nintendo. I've liked Nintendo games and Nintendo properties, but I also like Sanrio. I also like Five Nights at Freddy's. I also like doll collecting in Monster High. I also like all of these things like you see across my room. That's why I don't have one specific theme, and I feel like doing that is so limiting. It's so limiting, and it's kind of put me in this space where I will write scripts. So I'm not joking. I will write scripts for videos. I've written a couple now, to catch up with the topics that I've been wanting to talk about. And I will just let it sit there because I'm scared that it's not going to appease people. And some people would lie about this and say they don't care about like followings and whatnot else, and like getting like a bunch of views. But in some sense, you gotta care. You do have to care a little bit, and that's what I'm scared of. I hope all this is making sense. But I will like sit there and let certain scripts just kind of go to the wayside because I'm like, somebody wants me to talk about the Steam Deck. Somebody wants me to talk about this. Somebody wants me to like. It gets to a point where it's like, it's scary. And I don't say this to say that suggestions aren't, like, I don't like suggestions. Like, I love suggestions. I think it's wonderful. I don't want this to come off as like, being ungrateful or like whatever. I'm being like the most genuine I can be when I say this, but and the most nice I can be when I say it. But I kind of hate that in order for people to accept you, sometimes this doesn't even have to be in regards to YouTube, but it can be like the world in general. In order for people to accept you, it has to be in a certain lens. You have to talk about certain things, otherwise nobody's gonna listen. You have to talk about certain things, otherwise nobody's gonna like it. Like that, and that sucks. That's a really it's shitty. It's shitty. So if you are wondering why I haven't been posting, I guess maybe as consistently as it has been since last year, that this is also like a little bit of a factor, is feeling that innate pressure to the point where it's not even like, I don't want to say it's not even fun anymore, because like I still have fun making this, I still do, but I want to be able to have that freedom or that liberty without worrying, oh, like you're not which you made a couple videos about Nintendo and now you don't want to talk about Nintendo no more. Oh my dog, like bye, like, and again, everybody's entitled to like whatever channel they want to sub to, but I just want to let it be known that I I'm just not, I'm not that chick. I'm not that girl. I like gaming. I like a bunch of other things, and there's so many things I want to talk about, and I want to do it from a place that I know is authentic, because I know if I was to become a YouTuber with a specific theme to just solely talk about gaming, or to solely talk about Sanrio, or to solely talk about anime, I know it wouldn't be coming from a place of passion, because I'm passionate about so many things. I know it wouldn't be authentic anymore. And that's the whole reason I want to do it, is just to be myself, you know? And I hate how social media has curated this idea that in order to be acceptable by other people, and like be, I don't want to say be known or recognized, like I'm look, I don't think that highly of myself or whatever, but like I don't want to get a big head about that, but like in order for, when people say like in order for you to care about art, it has to make money. In order for people to care about art, it has to make money. That's the kind of mentality that I'm talking about. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make a separate channel talking about different, like I want to be able to just be here, and if somebody's interested in what I got to talk about and give suggestions that I'm also interested in, and I can post, like I want to do that, so yeah, if you've been wondering why, I have been, I promise you I have been keeping up. It's just my scripts will sit there, and it's because of this innate feeling that I have, and I want to cease it from this point on. Okay, from this video forward, I want to get back to that place where it was last year, where I'm not feeling this need to perform. Okay, I'm not feeling a need to perform. Because I know it wouldn't come out of a place of authenticity. It's the same reason why when it comes to Nintendo videos and stuff like that, um talking about like certain things that I know I don't have that much stake in, or like isn't on my heart to speak about, I won't make it, because it's not, I don't think it's fair. I also don't think it's fair to you guys. You don't want to hear somebody like, we already have enough YouTube. I don't even want to call myself a YouTuber. Like we have enough people who create stuff and create content and make videos. I just a girl who make videos. That's how I like to think of myself. We have enough people who already do that, who already perform and talk about the next topic and whatchamacallit, whatever. Why not give somebody the chance that has multiple interests, who likes all of these things, to talk about it, Like, if you get what I mean. I really hope this video makes sense. Oh my gosh, I'm like scared it's not going to, or it's not gonna land. Like, see, I don't like feeling like that. I don't like feeling like this. Just know I do see suggestions and stuff like that. That some that I'm very much interested in, like Steam Deck. I'm open to talking about the Steam Deck, and I know I'm not gonna please everybody with that. I know I didn't please a lot of people with my last video, like I'm sure, and there's this shit like that. My thing is like, I'm at a point where I'm just kind of like, I can't live to please everybody. You gonna either live long enough to like me or hate me, and either way, I still got to keep living in this world. So we just gonna have to learn how to deal with each other, like, I know I'm not gonna make everybody happy saying this. I know I didn't make everybody happy in my last video saying what I did. I know I didn't. It's partially the reason I didn't respond to a lot of comments there, because I know I'm not gonna make people happy. But I want to keep doing this, and I want to get back to that space of not caring, right? Not being authentic, being myself, and putting out things that I know I like, you like, and we can all, I want to develop a community of, really cool people. So, that's where I've been. That's why I haven't posted as much as I have in the past several months. Like, I would have had maybe like 5 videos out by now, and I don't, it's April and I don't have anything out. I still have scripts. I'm gonna put a list of topics that I still need to talk about, just like the 10-month video that I did last year. These are all the topics that I've still planning to talk about. A Gretzko video is something that has really been on my heart, very much so. I need to rewatch the seasons in order to make a video that I feel like I can be proud of, you know, and I hope you guys enjoy. So that's where I've been. Okay. I hope nobody gets upset with me with this. I know somebody is, but it's okay. If you still rocking with me, if you still want to see what I have to hold in the future, and you still see some type of something, you still see something in me, otherwise you wouldn't be here listening to this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, let me know how you are doing. Okay, this isn't a one-sided conversation. Okay, I want to chat. I want to talk. Okay, I definitely want to talk for the people who are willing to accept me for who I am, which is a multi-trick pony. And I want to meet other multi-trick ponies, you know, that don't want to feel confined. So thank you so much for watching. Tell someone you love them today, because tomorrow is not promised to us. And hopefully within 2 weeks, hopefully I am going to have out the last part of my corporate greed series, because trust me, I did not forget about that. I promise I didn't. It's just been these things that I've talked about that have been stopping me. So and my Gretzko video. So and then maybe like a little whatchamacallit video, a little wholesome whatchamacallit video. Things from the heart. Things that Keldawan knows she wants to talk about. Okay, with all that all being said, tell someone you love them today, because tomorrow's not promised to us, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.